Yeah, you wouldn't see this on TV, or you wouldn't Zoom like this on TV.
I don't care.
Now we are. That's what we're doing, man. My name is Jae Richards. This is my brother Trevon Richards, and we are the creators, writers, and producers of The Ops Movers.
And this is On the Line.
Where the idea came from, I thought back to my history. I went in my memory and remembered the 17 years we worked against our will for our dad's office movement company. He's been in the business for over 30 years. He didn't have that many employees, so he would knock on our door a lot of times. It'd be Saturday morning, boom, 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 you're coming to work. Put on your moving pants. Back in 2015, we were working with Bell Media as a YouTube network. So we're familiar with each other. We were doing a little bit of TV stuff, a little hosting. We would like try stuff in TV. Then we ended up doing Judge Tyco, the web series that ended up performing well. And from there, they're like, we believe in you guys. We think you guys have a show in you. So from there, they're asking for pitches, and it took a few years to organize and hone in on the idea. But yeah, I was off moving the whole time.
Bell was setting up many meetings with just production companies and just meeting this person. Everyone's gonna tell us the same thing. Like our whole situation is unorthodox. Like it doesn't happen this way where the network is already with the creator trying to make the show, then connect it to the production company. It's usually the creator, production company, then go to the network, pitch a show, and then go create the show. So it's a little bit backwards. So all these production companies are going to be telling us the exact same thing. We can make the show, we can make it funny, we love the show. Like people are telling us they love the show, and we're like, we don't even have the show.
Yeah, I don't know what it is yet.
So what do you love? So already you're done. We're not working like you. Like Counterfeit, man, it was easy. We sat down with Anton and Shane, and honestly, I saw a lot of me and Shane. I saw a lot of Jermaine and Anton, and I think that just we vibed well. We sat. We were supposed to talk about the show, and we ended up talking about prosciutto for maybe about an hour. So I said, you know what, this is perfect, man. Like, I think anything that you're doing that's a lot of high pressure to make something, when you're able to tap out and just, again, speak about things that don't really matter in the moment, and you're able to kind of release yourself of that tension, nothing but good can come out of that. So yeah, it was an organic friendship.
We knew we could be funny in like a 3-minute sketch, but it was just about turning that into a long show, keeping attention for that long, and even just the concept of just putting a story together and like how a story is structured. We just didn't know any of that, just coming from YouTube. I would say the biggest challenge which we overcame during production was having to manage all these people. Like everybody, every department was legit looking to us for the answers, and like it was a world that we were introducing, so we had to really work hard and focus on communicate as much as we can. We're used to doing things on our own, so we just have it in our head and do it the way that we that makes sense to us. But this time we're talking to 50-something people, having to make sure that everyone's on the same page. We didn't know what the procedure was, what comes next, who am I meeting, why are we talking with this guy, so he's gonna be, what I mean? There's a lot of moving parts, so many moving parts, so we're like learning at the same time as executing, which which definitely was a challenge, but I feel like we found our footing.
And going back to Counterfeit, like that was the biggest thing. We're just like, all right, we're trying to learn here. Like we want to learn, and we want to teach you guys also what we learned, but you guys need to teach us the traditional TV ways, and we need to find balance in that so we can achieve this project. It was beautiful, honestly, and I want to like really highlight that word. It was just a beautiful, healthy relationship where the balance was there, the respect was there, and that was the thing. People were like, "Oh my God, nobody has screamed at me yet." I'm like, "Who's gonna scream at you?" Who's screaming at you on another set? Like, I couldn't have that. I was like, treat people how you want to be treated. You know what I mean? No one's above nobody here. Like, yo, we have one goal. Like, let's make a really good show. We want everyone to want to be here. We want everyone to be laughing. We want everyone to be having a good time, because what we've learned from YouTube is anything that we're making, no matter if it was -15 outside, we were having fun filming it, and we just wanted to bring that to TV. So I was gonna say, one of my biggest problems, I was like, all right, how do we manage this, is how do we film this and still have fun? How do we have all this stress on our shoulders and all this weight on us, but like, how do we still make this fun? And I think we achieved that. Larissa and Colleen were really great at casting, and they helped us fill in the blanks for the people that we had no idea where we're gonna find them from. And I think on YouTube we are used to casting people ourselves, and we just
maybe my dad or my dad's friend or our guy from school say, yo, you're good, you're script up that thing you always do.
So we had an eye for casting and certain people that we wanted in there, like the Hassan Fails, the Lucas Lopez, What's with Andy, like just knowing, oh, we've worked with you before on our YouTube, and we found that balance of how to bounce each other, jokes off each other, and it resonated well on screen, so we knew it'd be the same thing. Even if they haven't acted before, it was just more so, once again, making that space comfortable for them to try something new. And
yeah, but they're also like doing their own thing, man. We just wanted, it was like a big scary situation for a lot of people, a lot of first experiences.
Yeah.
But we casted them to do their thing, so we just like really once we let them know that you're here to do your thing. It brought the best out of them.
Showcasing that talent to say, it's not just us here. This is not just the Jae and Trey show. It's definitely the Canadian show with all these other great actors, these great comedians. Even if they didn't know they're actors, you are now. So yeah. On YouTube, we developed almost, if you want to call it, like a PR package. This is the, Jae and Trey special of where editing, sound, zooms, it's a lot of little things that make up for this whole thing. But
yeah, we just thought it was important to, on our television debut, display and showcase what we've mastered along the years. So that includes the casting, that includes the writing, that includes the editing. So it was just very important for us to make sure that was there. We're learning more and more that our way is not conventional. We're doing a lot of things that breaks rules, and you wouldn't see this on TV, or you wouldn't zoom like this on TV.
I don't care.
We are. That's what we're doing, man, and that's what I think. It just makes so much sense, man. We spent all these years perfecting our comedy and growing a community of people that are grew up on our sense of humor, and now they're watching this.
I just have this basketball reference where it's like, yo, we're almost essentially we're in the gym trying to be a point guard for 20 years. We finally make it to NBA, and now I'm trying to play center. Like, why would I do that when I know how to play point guard? I know everything about that position. So it's like, yeah, we just felt we're in the gym for a long time, and all those years, all those hours we put into our comedy. It's like, all right, let it be displayed here. And again, Counterfeit, everyone at Bell, everyone at Crave, they really understood that's what they wanted as well.
How's business for you?
Good. Yeah, no, we're good. We're busy. We got a lot going on, a lot of jobs. Carla, call Reggie again.
Carla, I beg your favor. Take Novacom, Copper Cone, Bank of Oxford off your client list.
Dad, what do you mean?
My dad doesn't have a pink salmon suit.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
He doesn't have a pink salmon suit. That's the only difference. Our characters are like, it's like a watered down version of Jermaine and I.
No, I said not watered down, but like dumbed down.
Yeah.
Play a little bit oblivious and play into the chaos and just the hopelessness. But it is pretty close to who we are. As messy as I am, I'm the more organized one, where Eric's a little bit, wilder and doesn't like to be at work at all.
I will come and massage your back and, make you feel good, give you good loving.
Sorry, we are late.
When I collect my papers, my permanent resident is love 247.
We just got fired at this point from our security jobs from helping this guy because his other worker was not there. You know what I mean? So I just feel like this is the moment where we're supposed to be hopeful and things are supposed to take a turn. This is episode 2, we're going up, and you're seeing this lazy guys, other team members coming in late, nobody cares what's going on.
But man, this was so easy to reference because it was again, it was our lives, man. So every time we got stuck, we're like, how would this play out? We literally just close our eyes and think about it, and it sort of just comes to us, man. Your most hopeless life moments end up being the funniest in hindsight. Sometimes it's so bad that it's funny. This was so perfectly bad.
Which
we're trying to master with this.
A message to anyone out there in life going through anything, you really have to find the light in your life to be able to exist there and know it's not the worst, because we were really in some dark situations and comedy was really the only light that we had to say, let's make a little light of this situation. Literally.
Hey bro, isn't this crazy? And just
yeah, what?
Laughing and all of a sudden it's not so bad.
Yeah, and that's just your filter. Our mom literally left us. Parents were going through a divorce. I'm like, why'd she take our couch? Where am I supposed to sit, bro? Like, it was funny to me. It made light of the situation. And, you know, you always got to do that in life. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, let me get it. Let me do a little bit of.
There's 2 options, boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this might have been like a good mix of written versus improv. This was like the writing, you know, walks you through like what, you know, the final destination of the scene and what the point of it is. And then the improv just fills in the blanks and, you know, makes things not sound so awkward and robotic.
And again, we wanted everyone to be comfortable and say, yo, you're here because you're funny and like, we like your comedy. Go wild with this, like, you know. He comes out of nowhere and says, and everybody like a cheese. And I'm like, that was him. That's it. Like, it's just the curveballs of improv they're always going to be so golden, and those are ones that always resonate well, just because you can't write certain things. Like, as much as you try to, you really can't.
I was pressing the button. Pressing the button. You know, you press the button.
Elevator.
The doors coming up like that, open like that. When he opened, was nothing. No elevator to get inside, go down, go up, was nothing. Do you kind of understand
Ricky,
me a little bit?
Just,
man,
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Just wait. You pressed the button, right? You waited?
Yes,
I promise you, talking to our uncle, this is what it was like. Like, trying to tell him, like, yo, where'd you put something?
People are like, we're right here with it. We're like right here. We're just missing each other, man. And I love this type of comedy, man. I love when like the audience has a piece of information over a certain character. So this audience is watching me miss the context that the elevator literally was not there. But then they're watching me or think that I understand Ricky saying that the elevator's just taking a long time.
Yeah.
We've had so much doing YouTube, but one of the biggest lessons was with Goon Scrap. That project specifically was us saying, yo, we're gonna do a selfish just for the city and sketch, man. It's just gonna go over. It's gonna be overly Toronto. People in the States is gonna go completely over their heads. They're not gonna get it, but it's fine. You know, we super leaned into it. It was just like us, you know, playing out on the nostalgia, how we remember life in 2007 here in Toronto. And then we learned that, man, the world loves it better when we lean in super hard onto a specific niche. It's a way you get to be more detailed about a world. Like you could, again, you just think back to what was it actually like, and then you have this level of detail that nobody else can fake.
Yeah.
And that ends up resonating with so many people, definitely with the people that can agree with this experience and share a similar experience, but then also for people who have never seen this before. Like again, it's a whole new world, man. I love watching a new show about doctors. I don't know nothing about doctors, but then I get to, you know, watch Grey's Anatomy and I totally get it, you know? So for this show, it's like we didn't even think about it, man. This is where we're from. This is what it was like. This is how we're gonna shoot it. And people again along the way are like, was it like this? Did it look like this? Was this the phone? Yep. Nope.
We took the whole crew to our dad's actual warehouse and we said, yo, run around, do what you guys want to do, touch whatever you guys want to touch. This is how it is. This is how we want it to look. But like, even shittier than this. Like, yo, imagine this with 10 times dirtier and messy and, you know, unorganized. I wish I had a better saying for this, but you just got to display your truths, and you can only speak your truth as well. So with comedy, it's us trying to speak our truth. So we had to be organically in Brampton. We had to organically be around the GTA and like showcase these people, because it's like these people are to the left and to the right of us, you know, like we're seeing all types of people everywhere we go, but just organically telling that story that's just authentic. There's gonna be so many other people that live it because they're living their life, and it's just these are everyday people that are seeing in the same city that we're in.
Pros and cons of the 2-cam setup, man. Okay, pros, I love that you could shoot one conversation all the way through and have, you know, you have the whole conversation on tape, and then from there in the edit, you could like mix 2 takes together. Like I like how he said this here, but I like his response better in the first take, and then he started mixing those up. It was also a pro because that's what we're used to. There's
honestly no cons, man. Like I did want more than one camera just so it can help speed things up, especially when we're filming 2 things. There's not all that pressure on that one guy who may not be the best actor. And a lot of these guys were like afraid to step in front of the camera. So to have like Jermaine on the other side or me on the other side, like I said, this was huge for us. I wanted to create, we're big on Family Channel, but I called it dynamic duos. And I just said, yo, every show has a good duo. And it'd be great if we had like one good duo. But then when we seen everyone together, we're like, yo, I think we have like 7 good duos here.
Because
Lucas and Hassan are good together. Lucas and Everett are good together. Lucas and Eric are good together. Then Hassan and Eric are good together. Hassan and Everett are good together. Carla and Everett. Like, there's just so many duos that just worked out in our favor. But with the A and B camera, it was kind of easier to get everyone comfortable, especially the first week. And honestly, after that first week, we're smooth sailing. Everyone was comfortable, and yeah, good times.
So we started off the dome. We're just like, we talk about what each scene's gonna be and what the jokes are, but then that became too hectic because like there's a lot going on. You miss certain things, and then you realize, oh, we didn't even say this line at all. So then I started handwriting scripts. So you just had a notebook. I would literally write Jae says, boom, boom, colon, and then line. And then I just got messy, and then I learned how to screenwrite my own way at first.
Sorry, at 29, Tricia peels out. Does that still stay in?
When we say peel out, you just yeah.
She's out of there. She just hits the gas. Yeah, it doesn't have to be actual burnout.
I think when you read peel out, you should just read it as driving away.
It was important for us to start writing scripts and really map it out and read a script and like see the beats and plan like, all right, maybe this is not working, this is not too funny, let's switch it out. To move over into TV was like, okay, how do I write? I know how to write 3 to 5 pages, but how do you write 30 something? So God bless Claire Altimus. Oh my gosh.
Bless Claire.
She has a lot of history in the TV world. She has more experience than us. She just taught us how to do it traditionally, what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, she was so willing to lean into how we were doing it. It was like the perfect mix. We're like, okay, how's this normally done? Okay, good example. And okay, this is how we would do it.
It was a good mix, only because like we had one director, but we really had 3. Because they were looking at 2 of them, like. And
Claire was a director too.
And then Claire was a director as well. So it was almost like
not actually, but
not yeah.
On the floor, yeah.
It was just how many people can speak this language, but also being able to show like that trust and that love to say, yo, like I call him Leclerc, but to show Sebastian like, yo, this is your world. Don't be afraid to tap us if you need things. When he was on set, it's like, all right, I'm gonna get it every single way that I think, and then I'll come to you guys, say, what do you guys think? Yeah. Do we get it? More of this, more of that? And it was just, now Seb is allowing us into his world to say, guys, this is how you direct, like properly. This is how you do it, it's like this, it's like this, it's like that. So everyone's just taking us, like, we're literally holding hands with everyone. Clara, Seb, like the whole way, this is how you do it. Then at moments I'll be like, Seb, this is how you do it. So even in that moment where Mr. Saunders is like, oh, beg your favor, or like, can I ask you for a favor? Seb is trying to think like, okay, how do we're not getting the line and it's not getting across, how do I do it? And then I'm like, Seb, tell him to say this. Then Seb tells him to say that, and he's like, okay, cool. Now you just learned something from my world. So it was just that perfect balance again. It was that perfect balance, that perfect trust, no egos where it's not I'm Mr. Big Director, man. Like,
yeah, it was like it was all collaborative. We painted our vision, and then every department went away, and then they gathered things in their world, and they'll run it by us. This is like this, is like this, and for the most part, it was like yeah.
It was just so much fun. Like even when you're directing, and I'm like, wait, this is directing. Like this is fun. It's not like that's something within me that I'm finding, oh my God, I have love for this. So maybe I can go direct later on. And like I was never writing scripts. He was always writing them. And I was just more so prop man, cameraman, I'll gather all the people. Like we had our ways to divide and conquer, but when we got to this stage, I'm like, you know what? Like I started writing with Judge Tyco, and I'm like, I actually like that. Now let's see how I can do in this world. And you know what I mean? Figuring out that type of love and building new love for things. So I think it's just a lot of questions. Yeah. A lot of questions we asked ourselves and then applied it on the field.
I'm Jae Richards. This is my brother Trevon Richards. We're the creators, writers, and producers of The Office Movers. Man, Office Movers is a great time. It's about 2 brothers who have a love-hate relationship with office moving. They're trying to get out the game, even though it's their bread and butter, man. And it's a great time. It's great. It's funny. It looks like a movie.
Watch it, enjoy it, share it with your family.
Streaming on Crave.
Streaming on Crave, man. That sounds crazy to say. Damn.